guys, okay, I'm out here in Claremore, Oklahoma with the 7-decade recording artist,
7 decades.
Patti Page. Thank you so much for joining.
You're very welcome. I was really young, wasn't I?
You were. Well, obviously, you were born right here in Claremore. They're having a huge tribute to you. This is the Patti Page Week. How does that feel for you?
It feels great. It really does.
I bet. Obviously, you started very young, and we actually saw in the press conference, they handed you a milk bottle. Yes. Tell us the significance of that. That's kind of what got you started, right?
Well, it was a milk company that sponsored my radio show out of Tulsa, KTUL, and it was the Page Milk Company, and they had a girl there called Patti Page, because the show was called Meet Patti Page. But I did not go up to the radio station for a job on the radio, per se, as a singer. I went up there to get a summer job, because our dean of girls at the school that I graduated from, Daniel Webster High School in Tulsa, sent all of us girls out to get a job. And they said, you should have a job, you know, you're going to be 13. Right. And so it's about time you started working and bringing something home.
Wow.
So I went up to the radio station in Tulsa and put in my application. I was hired to do a weekly show, and just as one of the many performers on it. And the girl who was Patti Page left to try her hand at the big time. And I'm not sure how many people they had that had auditioned, or if they had them on tape. I think it was even before tape. But
you got it.
I got it, yeah.
And that's how you became Patti Page.
That's right. And they were sponsored by the Page Milk Company.
Wow, I love it. I love it. So obviously your formal name is Clara Ann Fowler?
That's right.
Wow.
The Fowler girls, they called us. Yeah.
Yeah, now you sang as a family though, right? So you had experience singing.
Well, just on the front porch. Wow. You know, I didn't have any experience singing other than in church, you know.
Wow. Well, good for you. So you went from there to, was it Chicago?
Yes, that was the first place I went to.
Wow. So when did you know, I think I've made it?
I never knew that. I don't think anyone really ever comes to that conclusion unless you're very self-centered.
Even when you won the Grammys and the gold records and had gold albums?
No, I never considered that. I really didn't know.
So you're still singing and performing to this day, and even recording
it. I'm going to make it someday.
So you're even still recording, right?
Yes, I am.
Wow, that's fantastic. So obviously, singing is just in your blood now.
Yes, it is. It was part of my family, really.
How fun is it for you to be singing here?
Well, it's fun. It's very touching. It's very close to home. And I'm very grateful for it. And I'm very grateful I can still sing.
Now, you've had 100 million records and a huge song that you sang with Doggy in the Window. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell us, this song, you said, is a huge popular song that everybody wants you to sing.
Well, yes, only because the young kids, the tiny kids, are taught that in their first dance class. Yeah. And they all do a little routine. Mm-hmm. And they're all different. And they're all charming.
You've said that you've sang for presidents. Yes. What an honor.
Yes, it was. 5 of them, yeah. President Eisenhower, President Truman, President Johnson, President Reagan, and President Nixon.
So even if you didn't agree with them on the politic front, you still sang for them?
Oh, sure. That's true. And I was very honored to be asked.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, what an honor to have you back in our state. And your website is misspattypage.com?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.